lovelies, it's Miss Lady Lace here on my Pinup Glamour channel and Pinup Glamour podcast, and today I have a video where I'm going to be showing you how to create salon quality nails at home. If you're a long-time glamorous friend, welcome back, and if you're new here, I share topics and tutorials on pinup, burlesque, and the glamorous lifestyle. If you love any or all of these things, be sure to subscribe as I share new videos and podcasts every week. So today we are talking about all things nails, and I'm going to be teaching you how to give yourself a fabulous manicure with nail extensions which are long-lasting and not too difficult to do. I've been transitioning into more DIY beauty, which is where I kind of got my roots from, but I'm really going in deep with this and sharing as much as possible to showcase how you can create your own fabulous at-home look with a budget. I must say before, I'm not an expert. I definitely recommend doing some research into what I'm going to talk about today and really understanding and breaking down how you want to apply your nails. Planet Nails, one of the companies I've ordered a lot of my stuff from, has a lot of tutorials available once you order their products, so it's definitely a company that I would recommend ordering from, especially since the quality I'm really happy with. We're creating salon quality nails at home, and we're going to be used a method which I've seen commonly referred to online as gel X nails and in some salons known as soft gel nails. This is essentially taking a quality extension, which you can see here. It is glued down onto the nail, and as you can see, this is a really strong extension. They generally last about 2 to 3 weeks. I refill mine after about 3 weeks. I may change the color at a halfway point, but the actual tips I'll replace every 3 weeks. I've had this style of nail done for a couple years now, and I find this works the best for me as it's super durable, like it's not going to pop off. If I knock it, it's not going to fling off to the side. As they do have that plastic tip, they do kind of lose the shape a little bit along the top, a little bit more. If you put them in extreme heat, and I mean hold them down in a pan or something, they may warp, but generally speaking, I've had no issues with them. In today's video, I'm actually doing them on myself for the second time, so I'm still learning as I go. So if you do have any critiques of me or any feedback, I would definitely love to hear it. In the comments below, I'd really love to hear from you and how you like to wear your nails. Are you a classic red gal? Are you a bit more into the pinks or purples, or maybe a bit more of a black nail person? Or let me know what color you love best. So I'll start by going through the tools you'll need for your setup to do your own at-home nails. Most of these I sourced online. Starting up, we have our nail drill here. It simply plugs into the back of the device, and it has a control for speed and direction that it's going to spin in. It did come with 2 of these kits, one slightly different, but this is the one I use mostly. The attachments simply just click into place and they're ready to use. This kit I did buy off Amazon. It was one of the first times I've actually ordered from Amazon, and it arrived super quick, and I'm pretty happy with this tool. You'll need a UV LED light dryer for the type of nails we're using today. So this is also from Amazon, and I was a bit nervous because it was quite affordable, but it actually works super well. Super happy with this purchase. Again, it just plugs in at the back, and it has duration timer at the top, so you can click 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, or 99 seconds. I also have a mini LED one, which is for when I put on the nails. It makes it a little bit easier to get that into place, so it's not going to have them going askew too much. This one just has one little button on the inside, which you just click to activate. I have a nail brush that I just got from Kmart. Some other essentials from Kmart, including a clipper, this nail file, a nail pusher, and also a small brush just in case I ever want to do any precise work or have trouble creating a fine line. I picked up some isopropyl alcohol from the chemist just to keep everything clean as I'm working, and also to sterilize at the end of using the tools. For protection, I wear a mask and also some glasses, which I'll explain a little more in just a little bit. Most of the products I'm using today are from Planet Nails, which I'll talk through in just a moment, but I have also ordered some gel nail polish off Amazon, which I need to try out. From Planet Nails, I got the extension tips, which are the little plastic tips we're going to stick onto our fingers. This length is the short stiletto, so they do still have quite a bit of length to them. I have a nail dehydrator with the nail prep, which we use before we stick anything onto our nails. I have the clear stick and stay elastic. This is the actual glue which is going to glue the nail down. A base coat, a gel nail polish, color number 302, so it's quite a vibrant orangey red, and a no wipe luxe top coat. When doing my nails, I like to take some precautions to keep myself safe, so I want to make sure I'm in a well ventilated space, and I wear a pair of glasses on my face just to prevent any flick backs or any items coming off as I'm drilling down the fake nail. I didn't do this the first time and I definitely regretted it, so definitely you require some safety glasses. I just have a cute pair of cat eye glasses. They're not prescription or anything, but they just look super cute while I'm doing my nails. I also pop on a trusty mask just to prevent breathing in anything as I'm scrubbing those nails down. There's quite a lot of filing that comes off and can enter the air, so this is going to help protect you a little bit more. Being in a well-ventilated space is also important so you're not just trapped with all that dust, and also for the products we're using on our nails, we don't want to breathe in those chemicals. I recommend by setting everything up so you're all ready to go, grabbing out all your tools. If you're not doing a refill, you can skip to the next section, which I will put a little link to here. But if you are doing a refill, you want to really wear down that product as much as possible. I'll sand down the nail, which I use with these 3 tools. Usually I start with the metal ones and kind of get that really big grittiness off it. And once I've worn a bit of that top coat down, I'll go in with this little sandy guy here. So I'm going to be going across the top of the nail and really ensuring I'm getting in and clearing off most of the product. If you find that your drill keeps skipping backwards and almost hitting your nail bed, you'll just need to change the direction that is spinning in. So if it's going in the right direction, we'll just click that to left, and the tool will spin in the opposite direction, preventing it from bumping back. I would really recommend taking care around your nail bed. Just the first time I did it, I did knock it a few times and it can cause a bit of discomfort in the days after that. After I've taken off a lot of the color and product, I'm going to go in with my nail file and I'm going to trim these nails down as much as possible. So I'm kind of going along this area and just trimming that nice and neatly. I'll then file the edges of that trim down, making sure there's nothing snagging and it's all nice and neat. And I'm going to continue to go in with my drill until I really wear down that product. You want to essentially be back to a bare nail as much as possible, but you do want to be careful that you don't over drill, that you're drilling off that nail. When you buy the nail extensions from Planet Nails, it comes with a whole range of sizes. This is just a small portion of them. But what you want to go through is size up your nails. To pick out the size, you want to try and find one that matches the size of your nail. So we want to ensure it fits nice and neatly into the bed there. It's not too short on either side. It's not pushing into the sides of the nail bed there. You want to do that for every finger, pulling out 2 of each side and checking that it fits on both hands. I then take this little extension here and pop that into my drill. And what I'm going to do is take this, and on the inside of that nail is to wear that down where the nail sticks onto the nail, just to give it a bit of grip with the glue to fuse that together a little bit better. I want to do that to every nail and then give them a nice wipe down from the dust, and then I go through with a bit of isopropyl alcohol and just ensure that's all nice and clean before starting. So once we've got our nails all looking trimmed down and beautiful, we want to clean up the area we're working in. So I dust down everything, I clean everything up, give my hands a quick wash, and just ensure everything is dust free before proceeding. I'm just going to take my little press down tool and I'm going to go through and press down my nails. So I'm really getting that cuticle pressed down. I'll then go in with some isopropyl and just wipe down those nails, giving them a nice final clean. Then I'll take my nail prep and I'm going to apply that to the outer edge, and I'm focusing on just applying this where the natural nail is. This says to apply it very sparingly, so just put a touch on each finger and spread that up from there. When doing this, I haven't really had to re-dip this, so it's a very sparing amount. I'll let that dry for a moment before I get into the more difficult part of today. Next, we are sticking on our extensions. So you want to ensure that all your lamps are plugged in. I focus on the little lamp to begin with. I pick up an extension. I usually work from outside in. I take this and my elastic stick and stay. So I open that up, I spread that across where I want the nail to stick and have a thicker amount along that outer edge. So I'd apply it all through here and then put a thicker edge along there. I then pop my small lamp on. I take the nail and I take that down and press evenly across. Now what I found is the hardest part is making sure that these bad boys are stuck on straight. On this finger I did make a slight error where it's kind of on a little bit of an angle, but I thought no one's going to notice, and no one has. But I've pointed out to you just to be careful, because once this bad boy is stuck down, to get it back off you have to drill everything off again. Which is why I didn't replace it, because it really isn't that noticeable. So I'm going to stick that down and press really securely, making sure that's nice and straight. And from the nail, you want to make sure that there's no bubbles under that nail, because that'll be a little air pocket. From there, I'm going to hold that tightly and pop that beneath the lamp and allow that to cure for just a moment, making sure I'm moving my finger up. So I slide that up as it's curing to ensure it's cured along the edge. I then put that into my other lamp and let that cure for 60 seconds. I'll then repeat that to each finger going along, and then I'll pop it back into the big lamp and let that sit for 120 seconds just to ensure it really cures in there. It does say that 60 seconds is enough, but just to be secure, I like to cook it just a little bit longer. I'll then apply that same method to the other hand. Once I have all the nails stuck on, I'm then going to go back over the top with my drill and just make sure that the edges are all nice and flush. When I first did this, a mistake I made is I didn't do this next, and I found the edges could sometimes lift a little bit and cause catching as they grow out. So what I'm going to do is go through and just drill everything nice and smooth. So I'm not trying to remove too much of the product I've popped on. I'm just trying to make that nice and smooth. I then apply another coat of this, and I just pop this over the top, making sure that's nice and smooth, allowing that to cure for another 120 seconds. Next, we're going to go in with our base coat. So I'm going to do that before the color, just popping that onto each nail, curing that, changing to the opposite hand and curing that for another 120 seconds. We're then ready to go in with some color, and this I found I really needed to build up. So I apply a coat of this and put it under the lamp for 120 seconds, apply it again, cure for another 120, and then if you need a bit more, do that process again. I found it was really helpful to pop on the product and then work that down towards that bottom edge. It is easy to be quite messy, so you want to take extra care along the edges and that base there, just so you have that beautiful application. Finally, we'll finish with our luxe top coat. So just like we've done with our other applications, applying that to each finger, popping it in for 120 seconds and changing over to the opposite side. And with that top coat cured, that is our nails complete. And this is a fabulous way we can do salon quality nails at home. Now, this is not the easiest thing to do, nor the quickest. In a salon, while one hand cures, the other hand is being worked on. While when you're doing it yourself, you do one side, you let it cure, then you have to wait. There's nothing you can do with this hand. So it does take a little bit longer in that realm. It is also not the easiest thing you can do. If you don't want the Gel X extensions and you just want to do the gel nail polish onto your natural nail, that is a really easy way of getting that long-lasting color, but you won't get the length with that, unfortunately. In terms of difficulty, I would say it's probably like an intermediate beauty thing to be doing at home. It is still a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed the process so far, and I've been learning really quickly. As I said, this is the second time I've done it and I've already learned so much. So I feel with a few more practices, I'm going to be doing a lot better with this. Price-wise, I'd say to get the full kit together, it was probably about $200, which in the scheme of things, getting your nails done every 2 to 3 weeks, you'll probably spend that in a couple months of getting your nails done. While this will last a really long time, these products are really great. I truly hope you've enjoyed today's video and found it a little bit useful on your own DIY beauty journey. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give it a like and a comment on YouTube, and if you liked it on Spotify, be sure to give me a 5-star review and to subscribe too. If you'd like early access to this content, I do have my Glamour community on Patreon. I'd like to thank all my patrons, but especially my VIP Glamour patrons and Burlesque Glamour students. The support you give me truly helps me in creating more here on YouTube. For more vintage beauty inspiration, I post super regularly to Instagram and TikTok. Simply follow @MissLadyLace and be sure to drop me a message too so I can follow you back. To never miss out on videos or podcasts, be sure to subscribe to my Pinup Glamour channel and Pinup Glamour podcast, and I'll be seeing you all in my next video. Stay glamorous!